We've got the Mercedes-Benz GLA250 and it's all new, and what an improvement.
This is part of the new small family of vehicles from Mercedes-Benz, and they're all good. We'll get in and we'll tell you why. So what do we have to put it in, Andrea?
We've got to put it in S for subscribe. And if you really want to support our channel, subscribe, but also hit the notification bell. It really helps.
And Andrea's Instagram is motormouth_Andrea. You want to follow along, we'll tell you why partway through the video. And my Instagram is motormouth_auto. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code MOTORMOUTH to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below. So Andrea, at the beginning of this year, before COVID hit, we got to drive the GLB, the new utility from Mercedes-Benz, built on the same platform as this, and boy did we like it.
We really liked it. It handled so well. We were both really impressed. It has the same engine as this GLA250. It has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 221 horsepower and 258 pound-foot of torque.
Now, we're going to get into the competition a little bit here, talking about power, because you know what, Andrea, women have been telling men forever that size doesn't matter. Don't look at the numbers, it's how you use it. And if you look at this GLA on paper, it's one of the lowest when it comes to horsepower.
Yeah.
So it has 221 horsepower.
And some of the other competitors have 228 horsepower, which includes the BMW X1 and the Audi Q3.
And one of the vehicles with more power in this class is the XC40 from Volvo.
And the Cadillac XT4 has 237 horsepower.
But on paper, you look at this and you go, is it going to be a slug? Is it going to be slow? Absolutely not. In fact, it's the way it all comes together. It's like age. It ain't nothing but a number.
Ain't nothing but a number. I got to agree with that.
And what you do is you actually have to try these vehicles in your real world situations, and even though this has 221 horsepower, it doesn't feel like it. It's the way they calibrate the engine with the transmission. The delivery of the torque is the most important thing at 258 pound-feet of torque, and it all comes together.
Yeah, and you've got to remember this is a subcompact SUV. It's small, and I don't feel like I'm missing any torque when I'm driving this, especially when accelerating.
It's amazing because they have two other engines that I can't even imagine what it's like, because this is quick. So you got the GLA35, which is a more powerful version of this engine with 302 horsepower, but 295 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, and the GLA45, which to me would be just a beast, 382 horsepower and 354 pound-foot of torque. Could you imagine that in this little package?
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun, but much more expensive, as we know, with Mercedes-Benz and all the different packages. But this is absolutely just, in my opinion, a perfect combination of power, torque, delivery, handling. It really comes together well.
Feels really agile and light. It's a good vehicle.
And with that, maybe let's look at some competition.
For your consideration, 4 categories and 4 vehicles for you to consider.
So the first category we came up with is newest competitor, which is the Audi Q3. It came out earlier this year.
Now, the direct competitor we've chosen is the BMW X1, because BMW and Mercedes are always beating each other up, and that's the obvious closest competitor.
Next category is for interior space. We've picked the Volvo XC40. It's a marvel of interior space for such a small vehicle.
And we've also chosen a domestic alternative, something from North America that you might want to consider. The Cadillac XT4 is similar on size and it is selling quite well in the US. So there you go. There's 4 cars for your consideration. Now on the outside, the one you're looking at here does not have the sport package. And I would get that. You get a larger wheel and you also get sort of the AMG appearance package. It looks better in my opinion, and that's what I would get.
I think the exterior looks really great. What a huge difference from the previous model. It comes with a ton of standard features, including LED headlamps, LED tail lamp.
You know what comes standard is this huge pano roof. Now this is where I'm kind of a little confused, because you get the big pano roof as standard equipment, But you don't get a heated steering wheel in Canada.
I know, but it only costs you $250.
Yeah,
so.
but if it's $250, just throw it in.
True.
Just change the price and make it standard. In Canada, you know, heated seats and a heated steering wheel, especially for a premium brand, that should just be included.
But you know what? Some people in other parts of the world where it's warm wouldn't want it.
We're in Canada. This is a Canadian car.
Yes.
It should come with a heated steering wheel.
Okay,
So you have to
Zach.
pay $250 more to get it. Now, we've kind of transitioned into the inside here, and this has been the real showstopper for Mercedes-Benz is the MBUX sort of dashboard. You love this.
I love this. I think it looks fantastic. It's just so beautiful. I love all the lit up trim, and with the premium package you have to pay extra. It's $3,600, but you get the 10.2 inch screen as well as the driver display. Otherwise standard it is 7-inch for both.
Let's just call it what it is. Don't look at the base price, because Mercedes really wants you to spend $3,600 more, because these are the features you're going to want.
Yeah.
So the bigger screens for the MBUX, that is part of the premium package.
That's right.
And included in that premium package, which you're going to want, are Android and Apple, right? These LED lights that you like so much.
I would want those.
Also, push button start.
Yeah.
And a power tailgate around the back.
That's right.
That's all part of the premium package at $3,600. But Andrea, you have a point about the seat.
Yeah, so heated seats come standard, so you don't have to get the premium package unless you want the tailgate and everything else with it.
It's just why, and then you got to spend $250 more to get a heated steering wheel. That should just say the price of this thing is like $50,000, but everything's included.
But doesn't 42 sound really
But
good?
you're jumping ahead of the price pause.
I know, but I had to say it. Doesn't 42 sound amazing?
Sounds better for marketing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a coffee.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Hi, Andrea and Zach. Thank you for the awesome reviews. How does it compare handling driving to the GLB you reviewed a few months ago? And how does it stack up to the BMW X1 and Audi Q3 rivals? Well, we really like the GLB. It handled so well, but I think I like this even more because it has the same engine, but it's more compact.
I think that the X1 and the Q3, along with even throw in there the Volvo, are all excellent choices. There's no wrong answer in the bunch. You just have to try them and see which one fits with your lifestyle. They're all excellent.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a choice of wheel and tire sizes and style? Yes, you do. You can get an 18, 19, 20-inch wheel and different styles, but you have to get different packages, so pay more money.
I like the Sport package. It goes automatically to 19-inch wheels, and you get different look on the outside. AMG Appearance package, that's the one to get.
Mm-hmm. How much would you have to spend to get all the expected stuff, like heated, ventilated seats, full driver assistance, leather, sunroof? Well, we priced it out, and it comes in at around $58,000.
But you have to tick all of these different boxes, and we're going to go through the price in a moment. What we would choose, and it's not nearly that expensive.
No. And so one last question. What makes the GLA different from the previous model? It's all new. Everything is different.
We said it at the same time. Everything. It's all new. And that was a good first effort. This is an excellent second effort. So there you go. Questions, coffee, and cars. If you want to get a question in, Andrea posts a question every week on Instagram. It's motormouth_Andrea, so follow along. There's the music. Time for Nightlife. You know what's interesting about Mercedes-Benz is the auto industry went towards dual clutch transmissions. Mercedes-Benz resisted for quite a long time. They stuck with regular, what's called torque converter transmissions.
Right.
And then with this latest batch of new small vehicles, they've gone to dual clutches as other brands have left it. It's an interesting phenomenon because dual clutches can give you very quick and precise shifts, but at low speeds, on and off gas, they can be a little bit jerky, but I don't find any of that with this. I think they've done a really good job.
Not at all. Actually, I really like the sound of this engine. If we could just stop and accelerate. Let's do this.
If you hear anything in the back clunking, it's the camera gear.
Hit it. See?
Yeah, it's got a nice little buzz to it.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's not about the numbers. It's about the way it all comes together. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about like using this in everyday scenarios.
Yeah.
This would be a great second car, I think, if you had a bigger vehicle and you just wanted a second runabout. But I think you could get by with a young sort of family as their first sort of premium utility. I think this would do the trick.
I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised by the cargo space and just how much space there is in the back seat and the headroom. Like, it just feels so much more open than the previous model.
Yeah, the other one had a really crop kind of roof. I mean, it was a great first effort, that GLA, when it first came out, but this one is like light years ahead of it, and it's much more sort of traditional in its shape, right?
Well, I actually thought to myself as I'm booting around town that I could actually deal with a vehicle this size. It feels pretty good. Now, I don't know about our kids that are over 6 feet, if they would like the back seat, but I think for a younger family, or like you said, for a second car, it's excellent.
But they will sell you the GLB, which has, you know, boxier shape and has a little bit more room. I really believe that this is such a good effort with this new GLA that the GLC, until the new one comes out, because there's going to be a new one coming next year, there's going to be people that just say, you know what, do I really need all that space? Do I need to spend all that money? Can I get by with just this? And I think the answer is yes. Storage
is great. In the side door panels, it's really quite large. The center console is well designed.
Oh, wait. Andrea's brought a new prop in.
Oh,
What
I
is
have.
the prop?
I have my water bottle.
One person made a comment on one video, and Andrea's like, I have to bring it because somebody needs to know if this is going to fit.
And you know what? I think it's very important.
Okay, what is this
because
called
we do carry
again?
these around. These are Swell water bottles. And you know what? It fits perfectly. So you're good to go.
Looks like a bowling pin.
No, it looks so great. Look at it. It almost looks like it's faux wood. So that's a go, the water bottle.
I thought you liked the real wood, not the faux wood.
So it's time now for our price pause. So let's get into the price. The base model is just over $42,000. The one that we are testing comes in at $50,875. And the one that we configured with the Sport Package, Premium Package, which includes the heated steering wheel for $250, satellite radio, and Zach likes that blue denim color, so we added that in, $51,300.
So that's the way we would configure it. And let's go through that a little bit. So the premium package is all the features we talked about. You want the heated steering wheel, and we added satellite radio because you love your Hits one.
I do.
And I like the appearance package on the outside, the sport package, and the bigger wheels at 19 inches. And then we picked the blue color.
Yeah. So what do you think of that price, $51,300?
You know, cars are getting more expensive. I don't know what to say, but there's, you know, they could easily live with this, easily live with this day after day for quite a few years, and it doesn't disappoint. Like, you're not getting a budget drive, right? You're getting a good drive and a car that feels fun to drive and feels so much better made than the old one. That's the one thing I really want to stress. This feels so much better put together than the old one.
Night and day.
Okay, what about fuel economy? The upside to this, you know, engine, even though it drives great, is good on gas.
Yeah, it's quite good on gas. It gets 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 7.1 on the highway, so that's a combined 8.7 liters.
And the US numbers are below that.
So not only do you get a fun and peppy engine, it handles so well, but then it's also fuel efficient.
And it's
the
also
best of both worlds.
And it also has the Mercedes-Benz logo right there. Like, how much cachet does the three-pointed star on the front and on the steering wheel have? How much is that worth to people?
It's important to some people, for sure.
I think it's very important. I mean, if you've never owned a prestige car before, and this would be your entry into prestige car ownership, man, starting with a Mercedes-Benz isn't a bad way to go.
So big things really do come in small packages, especially with this GLA. Mercedes has done such a great job. If you're looking for a subcompact SUV in the luxury market, don't count this one out.
They have done such a good job with their whole small family of vehicles, from the A-Class, the CLA, the GLB, and this. They're all excellent. Well done, Mercedes. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code MOTORMOUTH to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.